for all you've done for our program. Our varsity team is 26-8 overall this season with a 7-2 conference record. Our seniors want to extend their season past the school year and make a little noise in regionals. Back-to-back 20-win seasons. Great job, Vikings. Remember, once a Viking, always a Viking. Now let's introduce our senior boys volleyball athletes. First on the list, Alon Sapishvili. Alon has been program for 2 years. Escorting Alon are his mother and father, Robert and Alana Sapishvili, along with his sister, Maya. Alon will be attending Indiana University and majoring in chemistry with a fast track to pre-med. Alon also wants to play a little volleyball in college, a little club volleyball, and what the memory that he remembers most about the volleyball team is winning the Grays Lake North Tournament for a second time. Next senior on the list is Matthew Olsey. This is Matthew's first year on the varsity program. Escorting Matthew are his mother, Lily Moy, and his father, Fabian Olsey. Matthew will be attending UIC and majoring in electrical engineering. What he will miss most about the volleyball team is the practices and being able to have fun with everyone on the team. Our next senior, Nick Lee. Nick has been with the varsity program for 2 years. Attending and escorting Nick is his mother, Christy, and father, Tony Lee, as well as his sister, Brittany. Nick will be attending Loyola and majoring in pre-med psychology. Nick hopes to play on the Loyola's club team and the Chicago United team next year. And what he will miss most is the Jimmy John's break during the Grays Lake North Tournament. Must have been some fun at that Grays Lake North Tournament. Our next senior, Elliot Yu. Elliot has been on the program for 2 years. Escorting Elliot will be escorted by his mother and sister, Jeannie and Chloe Yu. Elliot will be attending DePaul University next year with a major in computer science with a minor in software development. What Elliot will miss most from the volleyball team is eating Culver's with the team every Saturday after practice. Next senior, Mihai Becca. Mihai has been with the varsity program for 2 years. Escorting Mihai is his mother and father, Lauren and Sidonia Becca. Mihai will be attending Iowa State University next year and majoring in political science. Mihai hopes to join the ISU club volleyball team, and what he will miss most is each person individually, and his most memorable moment has to be tripping over Josh last year. Next senior, Felix Burrow. Felix has been with the varsity program for 2 years. Escorting Felix is his mother and father, Eddie and Rokia, and his brother, Layden. Felix will be attending Northeastern next year, and he is undecided at the moment with his major. What Felix will miss most about the volleyball team and his favorite memories is definitely the bus ride with the team. Our last senior of the evening, Caleb Buchanan. Caleb has been with the varsity program for 2 years, and escorting Caleb is Stephen and Amy Buchanan, his parents. College that he will be attending, Oakland Community College, and he will be majoring in physical therapy. What he will miss most about the volleyball team is the team bonding moments, the conversations after practice, and the bus ride, and just being a family in general. One more big, giant round of applause. volleyball team. That is quite a group. How about one more big round of applause for all the seniors in the gym? At this time, we're going to go ahead and get started with warm-ups.
Good evening, Vikings. Welcome to senior night for the boys volleyball program. We've got your Vikings up against the Maine East Blue Demons. This should be an interesting fight for the end of the season. Please stick with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you. We will get started here in 1 minute. For those who missed it, tonight is senior night. Your Vikings against the Maine East Blue Demons. Two very capable teams, although the Vikings, based on this season, I'd say a little bit more so, having already been Maine East at least twice, I believe, this season. Of course, as is senior night, we have to recognize them. There are many this year. Number 0, Nick Lee. Number 3, Matthew Unzdi. Number 4, Bilos Biro. Number 5, Alon Sepishvili. Number 9, Caleb Buchanan. Number 10, Mihai Becca. And, yeah, lots of seniors. This will be a very young team next year. Adding on to already 3 will be juniors. Future is bright for the Viking program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Niles North High School, home of the Vikings. Tonight's volleyball game features the last regular season of the 2023 volleyball season between the Maine East Blue Demons and your Niles North Vikings. First, let's meet the Blue Demons.
We now have rosters for the Blue Demons, non-starters. Number 3, Adam Gaswar. Number 6, Matthew Kong. Number 8, Mark Perron. Number 9, Michael Manny. Number 18, David Patel. And now the starters. Number 4, Vince Latata. Number 10, David Pietrzak. Number 12, Leon Guzovsky. Number 14, Joshua Labont. Number 17, James Storiano. And number 21, Cruz Aranda. The Blue Demons are coached by George Wong and assisted by Rintu Phillip. And now what we're all waiting for, the Vikings. Non-starters, number 2, Elliot Yu. Number 3, Matthew Onzi. Number 7, Horia Becca. Number 9, Caleb Buchanan. Number 11, Gino Hamoy. And number 14, Stefan Toma. Now for starters, number 4, Bilos Biro. Number 5, Alon Sepishvili. Number 8, Alex Ford. Number 10, Mihai Becca. Number 12, Tom James. And number 18, Layden Biro. Libero, of course, number 0, Nick Lee. The Vikings are coached by Andre Shaw and assisted by Alan Tom.
Tonight's officials, Louis Green and Tom Strunk. And the line judges are Michael Robbins and Eugene O'Malley. Fans, if you are willing and able, please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
The Blue Demons will be serving first in game one.
The Blue Demons are up to serve first.
And serving first for the Blue Demons, number 10, David Petrzak.
Serving first, number 10, David Petrzak. Jason. Serving number 10, David Petrzak. And the point goes to the Blue Demons.
Blue Demons.
David serving again. And number 18, Biro, or Layden Biro, with the point. Now serving number 3, Matthew Unzi. Excuse you. I said you could have another. And there is a net touch by the Blue Demons, giving the point to the Vikings. Point goes to the Vikings again. Matthew Unzi serving again. And an easy point for the Vikings. Not a wise choice by the Demons there. Unzi up to serve. It sails out, and that is a point for the Blue Demons.
Now serving for the Blue Demons, number 1, Godwin DeMano.
Serving now, number 1, Godwin DeMano. And the right side attack from number 4, senior Bilos Biro, is good. Point Vikings. Now serving number 0, Nick Lee. Set goes outside. And the Vikings aren't able to recover. Point Blue Demons. Serving now is number 21, Cruz Aranda, my apologies. And the ball goes over the chairs. Point Vikings. Coming in now are number 2, Elliot Yu, and number 11, Gino Hamoy. Yu is up to serve. poor pass turns into a point for the Vikings. Back again to serve, number 2, Elliott Yu. And the timeout is already called by the Blue Demons.
Timeout, Blue Demons.
Hey, Viking students, looking to get involved at Niles North? If so, be sure to check out any of North's 95 extracurricular activities. That's right, we count them all. To review the full list of opportunities, you can visit the Niles North Student Activities webpage at nnvikings.com/activities. That's nnvikings.com/activities. Thank you. 30 seconds remain in the timeout. A strong lead for the Vikings as the Maine East Blue Demons blunder. Hits into the net, poor communication. That's what's really giving the lead to the Vikings at this point. Jason. Serving again, Elliott Yu. And it happens again. Point for the Vikings. This time, number 4, Joshua LeBont. Not ready for the ball. Yet another point. A 9-on-3 now for the Vikings. Yu serving again. Goes to the right side, and it goes out. Point Vikings. Elliott Yu serving again. By now his shoulder must be tired. And Alex Ford with a close one. Point Vikings. Stop flipping the camera. Number 2, Elliott Yu back to serve. This time into the net. Point for the Blue Demons. Now serving number 14, Joshua LeBont, into the net, and that's a point for the Vikings. Now up to serve number 9, Caleb the Cannon Buchanan.
Number 9, Caleb Buchanan.
Blocked by Alex Ford. And the Vikings can't quite get their hand on the ball. Point Blue Demons. Serving now is number 4, Vince Latata. Gino Hamoy with a beautiful hit. He resets the ball. And that is for the Vikings. Now to serve number 8, Alex Ford.
Now serving for the Vikings, number 8, Alex Ford.
Blocked and out. Point for the Demons. Serving now is number 17, James Soriano.
Timeout, Vikings.
And they're saying a demon touched the net. That's a point for the Vikings. Coming in now and for the serve, number 5, Alon Sepishvili. Lots of fans in the crowd tonight. The middle hit goes out, and that's another point for Niles North. Sepishvili serving again. This time into the tape, and that's a point for the Demons. Serving now, number 10, David Petrusek. Hit by Tom James is blocked. They try Belos, and it works. Point Vikings. Serving again is number 3, Matthew Unzi. Outside set, and it is out. Point Vikings.
Point Vikings.
Serving again, Unzi. The block goes out, and it's a point for the Blue Demons. Now up to serve is number 1, Godwin Damano. And now the Blue Demon block goes out. That's a point for the Vikings.
Now serving for the Vikings, number 0, Nick Lee.
Now serving number 0, Nick Lee. And hit straight into the net. Point Vikings. Serving again, Nick Lee. And this time it's point for the Blue Demons as the ball gets hit out. Belos Bureau's hit goes out. Another point for the Demons. Serving now, Aranda. Another Viking hit goes out, but they have a lot of cushion. The Vikings still up 19-11 against Maine East. And Alex Ford gets a clean middle hit. Point Vikings.
Now serving for the Vikings, number 2, Elliot Yu.
Serving now is going to be number 2, Elliot Yu. Very low serve. And that's a point for the Vikings.
Point Viking.
You serving again. Tipped over by the setter, goes back. And yet another Blue Demon ball goes out. Point Vikings. I have some players here from the Niles North B team here to tell us about how their game against the Blue Demons went. Your name?
Oh, David Gonzalez Rodriguez.
And David, how would you say your game went?
To be honest, we did like really bad second set, but we were up first set. We were focused first set, but I missed like 2 serves, and I actually got subbed out, and it was crazy.
All right, and who else do we have here?
I am Luca.
All right, Luca, what would you say about your performance tonight?
I think I did pretty good. I had 2 really good tips, but I was in the back row and I missed a lot of receives, so I would say I was average, I guess.
All right, well, thank you, boys, for your time. And that was their last game of the season. Really a development season for a lot of the players there. This is the B team looking to make JV next year. Score is now 23-12. Vikings are still up, but the Blue Demon, number 14, Joshua LeBon, just served. Beautiful hit by Mihai Becca, a senior. Set point Vikings.
Next on the serve for the Vikings, number 9.
Now serving number 9, Caleb Buchanan. Blocked by Layden. As Maine East barely free balls, and it goes out. The score 25-12 as the Vikings take the first set. We will be back in 3 minutes with more action. Thank you. We come to you in the second set as the Vikings get ready to start with a serve. Serving first, number 5, Alon Sepishvili. Mihai Becker with a clean dig there. And Bilos Biro finding the gap. No one was even thinking about going there. Alone with another far serve. And that's a pretty impressive play from the Blue Demons, all things considered. But of course, it goes into the net. Point Vikings. And the middle hit is good. Point Demons. A little bit of confusion here by the Blue Demons as they try to sub in a player. And now up to serve, number 9, Michael Mani. And I just lied to you. Number 8, Mark Perrone is up to serve instead. Point goes to the Blue Demons after the Vikings thought it was out. Serving again, Perrone. And Alex Forge shows him how to hit. Point Vikings. Now serving number 18, Layden Biro.
Now serving for Vikings, number 18, Layden Biro.
And the outside hit from the Demons is good.
Now serving for the Blue Demons, number 21.
Serving now, number 21, Cruz Aranda. And an easy point for the Demons. This is not at all how the first set went. The Demons now showing some dominance when it really matters. Outside hit by Mihai Becca, gets blocked and back over. And yet another ball from the Blue Demons into the net.
Now serving for Vikings, number 8.
Up to serve, number 8, Alex Ford. Into the ceiling and free balled by the Demons. It is short. And Alex Ford gets a beautiful hit. Point Vikings. Serving again, Ford. And he did not get the right toss. That's a point for the Demons. Going now is number 14, Joshua LeBlanc. Mihai Becca with a soft hit and a joust. And it's a point for the Blue Demons, calling it a lift. LeBlanc back to serve. And this time he pops it out, point for the Vikings. Going to serve now, number 2, Elliott Yu. Right side hit. And Matthew Uji can't quite get to it. Point Demons. Now serving number 4, Vince Latata. And Gino Hamoy, point for the Vikings.
Next time to serve for the Vikings, number 10, Mihai Becca.
Now to serve number 10, Mihai Becca. And Elliott Yu not expecting a hit from the Demons as they get the serve again. Now going number 17, James Soriano.
Number 17, James Soriano.
And hit out by the middle.
Side out, Vikings.
Point Vikings. Now up to serve number 0, Nick Lee.
Number 0, Nick Lee.
And a point is granted to the Blue Demons after an apparent double hit by the Vikings.
Now serving for the Blue Demons, number 9, Michael Manning.
Now serving number 9, Michael Mani. And that is a point for the Vikings off of the block.
Now serving for the
Up to serve number 5, Alon Sepishvili. Tipped over by the Demons. And tooled by number 18, Layden Biro. Vikings now up 10-9. Let's see if they can grow their lead. Sepishvili serving again. This time a little softer. And a point for the Vikings. The team getting hype as Alon goes back to serve. And the middle is not big enough. Point Vikings.
timeout, Blue Demons.
The Blue Demons take a much needed timeout as the Vikings finally find their footing in this set. They're up 12-9. Vikings still with 13 points to go. This should be incredible. Hey Vikings, if you're looking to support your Niles North teams, then please consider joining the Niles North Athletic Booster Club. Over the past few years, the Booster Club has awarded several thousand in scholarships to talented Niles North athletes. Additionally, the club donates to the Niles North Athletics Department annually to support purchases such as iPads, uniforms, and even more, totaling $200,000 over the past 5 years. Your membership supports not only your student athlete, but the entire school community. Thank you. 15 seconds remain in the timeout. Alon Sapishvili serving again. And that's got to be at least 5 hits into the net at this point by the Blue Demons. Point Vikings. Alone with another one. And the setter dump works. Point Demons. Out to serve, number 1, Godwin Damano. And served straight into that net. Point Vikings. Now up to serve, number 18, Layden Biro. Also coming in, number 10, a senior, Mihai Becca. The outside hit goes straight into the wall, and that's a point for the Vikings. Layden Biro up to serve again. And he aces it. Point Vikings. The team chanting Fushigi after the popular 90s and 2000s toy. And wow, Bilos Biro, massive figure on the court, as the Blue Demons call yet another timeout. Vikings now up 17 to the Blue Demons 10. Looking for more ways to support the Vikings? You can follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/NN Viking Media to know when we're streaming. If you're looking for more Niles North Athletic news, follow the Vikings 219 account on Twitter or check us out online at il.8to18.com/Niles North. That's il.8to18.com/Niles North. The Vikings ready to go back in. With Layden Biro, my personal hero, back up to serve. Goes over, and Mihai Becca made the wrong choice. Point Demons.
Serving for the Blue Demons, number 21, Cruz Aranda.
Now serving number 21, Cruz Aranda of Maine East. And Alex Ford, not quite the hit he wanted, still gets it over. And point for the Vikings after the Blue Demons hit it out. Now up, number 8, Alex Ford. Mihai Becca with a hit. And they give the point to the Vikings. Alex Ford serving again. And the Blue Demons middle puts it into the net. The Vikings now up 20-11, a 9-point difference with only 5 points to go to win the set and the match. Quick substitution here for the Demons as number 6, Matthew Kong, comes into the game. Ford serving. And a decent hit by the Blue Demons, giving them a point. Serving now is number 14, Joshua LeBont. And they're giving a point to the Vikings, saying that the Demons hit it out. Number 11, Gino Hamoy, now coming in, along with his buddy, number 14, Stefan Toma. 2 freshmen on this team who have immense promise for their next 2 high school years. Now serving Elliot Yu from the Vikings. And beautiful save there by Nick Lee and Yu, but they can't quite get done this time. Serving now, number 4, Vince Latata. Gino Hamoy playing defense before offense, helping his team get the ball over. And Mihai Becca finds the gap. Point Vikings. Coming in now, number 18, Layden Biro. Serving is number 10, Mihai Becca. And Layden with an easy one that the Blue Demons weren't expecting. Now with a 10-point lead, 23-13, with only 2 points to go in the game. The crowd chanting, he's a freshman, even though none of them are. Yeah, Becca with the serve. And a tough spot by the Blue Demons, bringing them to 14.
Serving for the Blue Demons, number 6, Matthew Kong.
Now to serve, number 6, Matthew Kong. And Layden Biro with the hit, net touch by the Blue Demons, and point Vikings. Now at set and match point. The deciding serve will be by Nick Lee, number 0 from the Vikings. Jesus. But they weren't ready, a little too hyped for the serve. Point Blue Demons. Coach is not going to be happy about that one.
Now serving for the Blue Demons, number 9, Michael Manning.
Now serving number 9, Michael Mani. And forward. Get the concussion protocol on that kid. Holy moly. What a game on this senior night. The Vikings taking it 2-0. Youch. The Blue Demons not really ones for sportsmanship. What a night. The Vikings have made it to regionals at Sen High School. What an impressive season from the Vikings. Countless wins, barely any losses, lots of hits, a fully developed program here at Niles North. We, of course, like to thank the seniors for their 4-year commitment to the team. Nick Lee, Elliot Yu, Matthew Unzi, Bilos Biro, Alon Sepishvili, Caleb Buchanan, Mihai Becca, and yeah. Again, what a season. And what a year for Viking media. This is our last broadcast of the year. We've had a lot of student participation, a lot of views, and we like to thank you for the support. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do commentating. We wouldn't be able to run cameras. We wouldn't have the device we stream on without your support. So, of course, we'd like to thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, I thank you there from Jason Schmitz, one of our cameramen tonight. At this time, I'd like to read off the names of all of the Viking Media members this year. Aaron Vu, Attila Errol, Bolu, Dune, Haktan, Horia Becca, Jason Schmitz, Melanie Artejo, Mariah, Nick, Rade, Rafael Dunbardelad, Rhino, Side, and Cedric. What a year. We will be back for more in the 2023-2024 season and school year. Thank you and good night.